Welcome to my video on Dognition. Welcome to my video on how to best, how do I start? Welcome to my presentation on how to best raise user completion rates through Dognition's website. One of the things to look at, one of the main points is, what does user activity already look like right now? And right now, here is a graph of the user completion rate and by the task order. So all the way to the left is the first task the user has completed, and all the way to the right is the last task. This is the user ID. It's broken apart by whether or not a promotion was given to them by Dognition. And either way, in both of these graphs, it is clear that there is a significant drop-off. Specifically, on both graphs, there's a drop-off immediately right after a certain point. In this case, it's right on the no promotion, that is the paid. It is right after the 20th or 21st task, right in between the 20th and 21st task. Interestingly, when given a promotion, it seems to have happened earlier. Just how dramatic is that drop-off? It's pretty significant. If you look over here, this is the dog's ID now. Same type of graph, you'll notice, broken apart by personality. And it drops well into the 80th, or it goes down by 80 or 90, even sometimes 95%, regardless of its personality. So if it's not the personality of the dog, maybe it's the breed. Over here, this is the time it takes for a dog to complete a task from one task to another. The bigger the box, the more time it takes. The smaller the box, the quicker the dog moves from one task to the next. Over on this graph here, we've covered all the tasks and all the dogs that from the beginning to the end. Notice the Collie and the German Shepherd. Over on the right here, we've pinpointed the two tasks, or the task in between each other, where the significant drop-off takes place. The first task, task 20, right around task 20, it still looks quite a bit like the original tasks, like the original graph. However, after that, the only dogs that quote-unquote survive this gamut of tasks are the Border Collies, the German Shepherds. Those are the herding and the sporting dogs. They're very active, and their time completion rate is very low. So if it's not, perhaps it's not, it might be the dogs. There's a chance that it is the dog breed by looking at that specific graph, but significantly, no matter what, you notice that it is highly dependent upon the user, if nothing else. So tracking the user's activity, predominantly the users are in the United States of America. These are the states where most of our users take place. Most of our users exist or live. Every one of these states has at least 100 users or more. The numbers that you see on the states are the median completion rate, the median task completion, the amount of tasks that they've completed for each state. 3 of them are significant: Arizona, North Carolina, and Virginia. If we could focus for a second on North Carolina and Virginia, we'll notice that if we look at specifically by zip codes, and zip codes that have a median completion rate of 17 or more, you'll notice that they're clustered around each other. This is significant because currently, to my knowledge, Dognition does not focus heavily on the community around their users. They focus on the science behind it, and they focus on specific dog breeds, and they offer all their data up on the website. But it seems apparent to me, since it's highly dependent upon the user, a heavy dose of user interaction might do some good in the sense of a mobile app, or noticing the clusters by zip code. They could run a local event and offer prizes specific to the user, maybe just by geographic location, but also by their specific dog type. If they ran and created groups that certain personality trait dogs could work together in, or even a buddy system, or even badges or a sense of competition, I feel that would significantly raise not only user interaction, but task completion rate. Thank you.